and welcome to another project on the project car, the Fiesta ST150, aka Black Panther. As cheesy as that is its nickname. Just do this with both hands. So if you watched my cleaning engine bay video, you'll know that there was something that I was going to look to do on this, and today hopefully is the day. It's really cold, but as long as it is dry, I'm going to look at taking the induction kit off, and I'm going to be taking the throttle body off. I'm going to give it a good clean, and then the idea is to spray it gold, because if you've been following my project, that's the only accent colour that I'm doing on this car. So let's get this removed and get it cleaned up. Really easy to get off, as you've just seen. It's literally undo the induction, take off the electrical port thing, and those 4 bolts. Even if you weren't looking to spray this, I can see these like little bits of dirt on the inside of here, and I mean, just look at how dirty that is. Even without looking to spray paint this, it's such an easy sort of thing that you should look at cleaning, because these can stick. Yeah, it's really, really dirty. So the first thing is I'm gonna have to give this a really good clean. Just show you, this is gonna be the stuff that I'm gonna be using. Now, I'm not too sure if actually that is gonna be okay to use on the throttle body, so I might just test a little bit first, but I don't see why not. But the idea is I'm going to spray a bit of that, clean it, probably some WD-40 inside the throttle body. Then I've got some primer. What does it say? Anti-corrosive. I did look up, it was supposed to be better for, I think, metal. And then I've got the high temp brake caliper gold spray paint and some high temp clear as well, just to finish off, hopefully give it a little bit of a shinier, nicer finish. It'll keep it clean. So let's get on with the cleaning. Okay, so it's by no means perfect, but also it's still a bit wet actually. But what's tricky is I don't know how well it's going to stick. So hopefully by sort of, degreasing and scrubbing it, the primer will work. One thing that's definitely a big difference is it's not perfect. I don't think it's quite perfect. I might do it once it's clean as well, but the inside of there looks a hell of a lot better than it was before. It was black. And the throttle body was sort of had a gritty, dirty, all sorts of black, and oh, it was horrible. But the areas that are going to be really hard to clean are right inside there. But you know what? If the paint doesn't perfectly stick inside there, it's not the end of the world. I have, sprayed some stuff down, so hopefully it won't be too bad. But I mean, even if you think it's not been that clean, just look at all the dirt. That is what has come out of this throttle body. So, just what I've done, even just if I was to put it back on the car, can only be a good thing and healthier for the engine. But anyway, let's try and let this dry, and then I guess the next step will be to mask off kind of all the inside of the throttle body, put some tape all down there, kind of block this off. I don't want to spray paint any of that, and the back as well. I forgot I had, like sort of, if the camera's picking up on these like kind of little drill bits, so I'm just going to give it a bit of a clean. Just had to show you, so just use some WD-40, sprayed it on a rag, just to wipe the inside of there, and look at that. That is just one wipe around the inside of that. That is filthy. So here we have it. It's all masking taped up now, so made sure to cover up the screw holes. That's all nicely covered and protected. Sealed off the whole back. That little adjuster nut thing, all the plastic components have all been done. So yeah, I'm just gonna get starting to primer. Right, so that's the primer done. Just because it is something that's not going to be sort of seen as much as maybe I'll spend a bit more time on things like the brake calipers. I've only done the underneath with one coat because you're just never going to see it at all. But I think it's pretty good, good clean. And there's a few little sort of areas I think you can sort of see where it's not quite adhered properly. So maybe some of the prep work wasn't the best. But as I was saying, this is not going to be a perfect job, but this looks quite nice and smooth, and this area looks quite nice and smooth as well. But I'll just let that dry, and then I'll get on with doing the gold spray paint. I think I'm done with the gold now. Looks pretty good. So this is actually the bit that you're going to see. So it seems to have covered up the blemishes from the primer pretty well. It's a shame actually in a way that people aren't going to sort of see it, because this whole side and the other side look pretty mint. The finish looks really nice. I've been using a hairdryer to dry it just because the sun's going down now. But yeah, I think it's looking pretty mint actually. Pretty happy with it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a light dusting and then just one kind of decent lacquer on it. So I'm just going to get the hairdryer in it again and then leave it for sort of 15 minutes and then do my lacquer finish. Okay, so done my lacquer. What I'm going to do is a little trick from learning doing spray painting is so it doesn't peel, is try and get your masking tape off on that last sort of step, because otherwise, while basically try and do it while it's still wet, because then the idea is the paint won't stick to the masking tape and then peel off. So apologies, it is very dark, so I'm not sure what the quality of the video will be like at this moment in time, but got rid of it all. Looks pretty cool. All the prep work always pays off the best. So again, that's the sort of side you're going to see the most. Really nice finish around all of them by doing those little pins. Worked an absolute treat. And I think, as you can see, this looks great. But anyway, what I'll do is we'll cut to daylight so then I can get this fitted and then we can get a closer look in better light. So here we go. This is the next day. It's been terrible weather, but eventually I've got a bit of a dry spot. So I think it looks absolutely awesome. It looks so good in that gold, and even just seeing it against the black, I think black and gold works so nicely, and I just think it'll be a nice touch to have under the engine bay. And what I did is I actually gave this a really good clean. It's had a polish, it's been thoroughly degreased, cleaned. I actually do need to do a little bit of re-oiling on it actually before I fit it, but the whole thing, I mean, even this, I've actually given this a polish on both sides. This has been fully cleaned and it's been treated as well. So yeah, all ready to put back on the car. There we have it, everyone. The sort of refurbished, cleaned and resprayed throttle body is looking sweet in that gold. I really like the kind of nice gloss finish it's got on it. I'm really pleased with how that has turned out. And yeah, and the induction kit looks nice and clean now. Just knowing that that's all nice and clean, I think it's just a nice bit of peace of mind, and just knowing that I've done that. But I think once the engine bay has got some more stuff in gold, I think it's going to look awesome now. Just off the top of my head, I'm pointing to these. I think these 3 yellow pieces, I'm going to actually take them off at some point when I know there's another dry day and respray them gold, because I think that'll be a nice little touch. And then probably just the odd little other thing, something coming up to match with the gold, is these kind of little dress-up kit for the engine bay. So any of these sort of screws, I'm going to be changing them for these, and it'll just look sort of a little bit nicer, adding to that kind of gold sort of gold on black look for the car. So yeah, if you like this little mod, give me a thumbs up, like the video, comment below what you think, and if you're new to the channel, feel free to subscribe. Thanks all for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye.